Hello, welcome to the PE Development Day 2020. This time within the little virtual space we've got here. So welcome. I can't believe it's a year since the majority of us were together at Sleaford Town Football Club, talking and planning and working towards that Youth Sport Trust quality mark, which unfortunately was derailed, as was the rest of the country, as we are well aware. I'm going to try and be positive. I'm going to try and focus on what we can do rather than what we can't do. But obviously, it would be remiss of me to not even reflect just on the last sort of 6 or 7 months. So with that in mind, the first thing I want to ask you is, how are you? It feels ages since I've seen many of you face to face, but how are you? The reason I'm asking that question and so keen to sort of explore that point is because we need you and the children need you. You are the catalyst. You make things happen. You're the linker. You make our work linked to your school. You get the opportunities to your children. If you're not right, we're going to struggle, and we need you on board. So just have a minute just to think about what you're doing about your own well-being. For me, this last 6 months, obviously the challenges of homeschooling and working from home, not having that face-to-face contact with people, which I enjoy. It's been difficult, but there has been lots of benefits too. Things are quicker. I've been able to support Derbyshire and Norfolk in the same day, live from my man shed in Lessingham. So I guess the bit that's kind of kept me going, keeping me excited by the job, is the variety, and we've had a lot of variety. But one thing I have really struggled with is the amount of things I put out and I don't get anything back. Like now, I'm talking to myself. I hope you're listening. I hope you're interested. But that two-way bit, that reading someone's body language, that feeling like somebody is there and is listening, difficult and out of our control. And control is kind of the thing that I think most of us have struggled with. We've been told what to do by the government. We've told the children what we want them to do. But we've not really been in control of what we can do. So hopefully you can take some control, and you have taken some control of your own mental well-being, your health. For me, it's been running. I have really enjoyed going out for a run and just having that time to decide where I'm going, decide when I'm going, decide what I'm wearing to go in. It's been good. I've managed to do 6 half marathons, which has been something I never ever thought I would be able to do. So it's been quite enlightening, but it's given me that sense of pride. I mean, it's not how quick I do it. It's not how far I'm going. It's just the fact that I've got out and done it, and I set myself a goal and I've achieved it. So hopefully, like me, many of you will be thinking about physical activity and things that you can do to keep you sane in this time of certain uncertainty. So one of the things we've been doing recently is working with 1U Lincolnshire. Some of you may have heard of them. They're keen to work with our staff across the network to look at your health and well-being and give you some support. So I'll urge you to have a look at the video, which I'll share with you in a minute, and follow the link and see if you can do something for yourself and your staff to help promote your well-being and keep you on top of your game. So let's go on to a bit of screen sharing, and I'll get the presentation here, and we'll just have a look at this.
Hi, I'm Steph. I work as an RGO at 1U Lincolnshire.
And hi, I'm Teresa. I work at 1U Lincolnshire as a health coach.
So 1U Lincolnshire was commissioned by Lincolnshire County Council to help people of Lincolnshire get healthier. And we do that by providing programmes in losing weight, moving more, stopping smoking and drinking less. Now within each of those pathways we do have several different options depending on what your goals were, how you prefer to work. But one thing that's really quite unique about 1U Lincolnshire is we also have health coaches, and what they do is they work on motivation and things like that. So I'm going to pass you over to Teresa, who is a health coach herself, and let her tell you a bit more about it.
Yeah, as Steph mentioned, so our health coach pathway is here to help you with that motivation, the goal setting and making the choice of which pathway is best for you with whatever healthy lifestyle change it is you want to make. So if you're still not sure, there's no harm in referring to 1U Lincolnshire to have a few health coach appointments and discuss through your goals and your thoughts, and we can help you with that confidence together.
Cool, thanks Teresa. So if you do want to learn any more information, just go to our website www.1ulincolnshire.org where you can find out more information, read blogs, or even refer yourself in. Or you can give us a call on our phone number, which I'll provide at the end, and I'll also attach a client leaflet to this for you to have a look and print out if you want to as well.
So hopefully that is something that you can look to use and to share and get involved with the service. Obviously, make sure all your staff are aware of it, because there's a real need in there for us to look after each other, especially at this time. So as for outreach and where we're at, well, we said goodbye to Matty Green at the end of last term. We wished him all the best, and he is in the network. He's at a primary school doing his teacher training, so we wish him good luck. And we welcomed in William Steed, who joined us over the summer. He's obviously getting to grips with what we do and how we do it, and getting to know a few of you, and hopefully a few of you have met him already. What a time to start a new job. But well done, Will. Thank you for joining us. We've also welcomed Katie in. Katie's been with us for a couple of years. She's a student at Bishop Grosseteste in Lincoln, and she's now in her third year, but we've managed to find an opportunity to give her a little bit of paid work, supporting some of our clubs and activities, such as the Wildcats programme and some of our extracurricular. So thank you for joining us both, and welcome. I'm sure you'll get to know everybody and settle in just fine. In terms of outreach as a group, well, we've actually got some new schools with us, and several of those are joining us today. So welcome to the new schools. I'm sure everybody in the network will make you feel welcome as and when we do eventually see each other. It's great to have new schools coming to us and asking to get involved. So thank you for expressing that interest and desire to be part of what we do. Some of the content today will be repetitive of stuff that we've done before. Some of it will be reminders, but obviously for those new schools, there might be quite a lot here, and you're wondering how to process it all. Well, don't panic. We're here to help, and your active school coordinator will support you to do that. Okay, what's next? Well, if I'll just get my list here, a couple of things to sort of share with you. Hopefully by now you've got your conference goodie bag. Obviously we can't give you it in person, so there is a bag with a pen and a tea bag and a bit of coffee. Health warning on the coffee is quite sweet, but we want you to have a drink with us. So, you know, press pause, get the kettle on, and have a brew with us as and when you can. If you're in school, one of the things I am conscious about is the amount of stuff there is to do with PE and physical activity. I don't want to overload you. Certainly don't want to scare you off, but what I think is really important is that you are given the time to be able to just reconnect with PE and physical activity. Because blooming heck, if we thought it was important before, the importance is now. Well, now is the time, isn't it? So hopefully you can maybe use the agenda. I'll talk you through that in a minute. Maybe even this video clip, just to share with your head teacher and get them thinking, actually, you know what, we need to give you the time to just work through some of the stuff that needs doing. There is still £16,000 plus £10 a head to be accountable for, and you know the government are going to be asking how that's spent. I'll refer to that again in a bit. There is still that need to access and to get the kids re-engaged in physical activity, not for sports benefit as such, but for health. And obviously it wouldn't be an outreach conference or chat with me if I didn't mention the hippocampus, the active school programs, the telomeres, and the impact on you biologically and physiologically by being inactive, the warnings around sedentary lifestyles. I'll not share those slides. I've said the words, many of you will know what I mean, and if you're not sure, then have a click on the video and find out about the power of an active school that Jack Padley will mention later on. So what are the priorities? That's going to be key for you to find out, and I'm hoping that workshop 1 will give you a chance to work that out. I'd like us just to spend a moment thinking about how important our network is and reflecting on what's just happened sort of the end of last term with the request I put out for support in lobbying government to get the confirmation of funding. Massive thank you to the head teachers who sent in quotes. Those were used. Some of them went through into the Telegraph report and the Guardian report, and some of them went off to government. I did write to our local MP and make her aware, and hopefully she will be supporting us in the best way she can. But it's important to acknowledge Vincent Britton, Inspire Plus. He led the national campaign with another colleague. There's about 100 of us across the country, all working together to try and lobby government to keep the money that is in the network. But it's not really about the money. It's around making sure you guys are given the opportunity and the time to use it appropriately. We didn't think releasing a statement at the start of July was the best timing to be ready for September. So hopefully we can find out what money is going to be available and if it's going to be within that spending review, along an updated obesity plan, a PE and school sport action plan, all things that government seem keen on and are still talking about. So that's a little bit on the politics. Let's not dwell too much on that. As I say, I want to remain positive. I want us to talk about what we can do. I want us to look forward, and I want us to see these challenges as opportunities. So look after yourself. Keep thinking about the power of sport to change lives, not just for you, but for your children and young people in your schools. This is a massive opportunity. We're here to help. We're all in it together, and we are one of the strongest networks that are around. So let's look after each other and make sure we can do that. Okay, so being a strong network, quite a big statement for me to make. Let me just share with you some of the things that have been going on that make me so confident that we are such a strong network together. So obviously down the left there, you'll have seen this in the Term 5 PE forum, I think, last year. So there's the 5 indicators connected directly to the PE and Sport Premium. And then down the right, they were the kind of things we did during lockdown to try and make sure we had a lockdown offer to meet each one of those 5. I think we had some good successes across some of that. Obviously, things like the knowledge organisers, the video clips, they're all there. They're ready to go. And I'm aware that many schools are already using them. One of the workshops for you to have a little look at, Shannon is showing us the videos and the YouTube again, and just trying to reignite some imagination of how we use that and where it could be best used. So some good successes in there. Obviously, keep mentioning the fact that we've got to produce the report. There's just a screen grab of what it looks like for the PE Premium for the year. That's the blank one. Plenty to talk about in that, but just accountability. And we've got the opportunity of having that money to really make a difference for these children that need to re-engage in school for whatever reason, but certainly on the back of some of the physical activity issues that we flagged in the podcast that I mentioned, and things that you'll be aware of just by looking at the children and seeing them in your own class, your own bubble PE lesson. The school games has changed this year, and here's the 5 things that school games through the government are focusing on. Obviously, we've got programmes already working on some of that. Some of our year 7, year 8 transition work has started, and I'm quite pleased with how that's going. We're excited to be part of a pilot that's going to roll out across hopefully Lincolnshire, but maybe wider, trying to support those students that left you 6-7 months ago, to now in big school and maybe not quite sure how they fit in. So that's quite exciting. But the other stuff is all things that we're aware of, things that we're in planning, things that we're working on anyway. And Lucy will talk in the second workshop around some leadership things. There's obviously some PE stuff that links in that. You get the picture. But that's just to kind of keep you updated with what the partnership is expected to do through school games. For the 1 or 2 schools that are working with us that are not part of school games, either because they're an infant-only school or they're in somebody else's school games organiser area, these are the same outcomes that every SGO has. And the other SGOs in Lincolnshire that I work with are aware that you're working with us, but obviously we just need to be mindful and respectful of their offer and what they're trying to do. In terms of the podcast that keeps getting mentioned, that's what it looks like. 2 PEs in a pod. I hope that's not too cheesy. I'm sure somebody has just laughed somewhere, but hey, I ain't got that face-to-face to see it or hear it, so I'll not be offended. But let us know. It is an opportunity to have a discussion. If you want to be part of it, let us know. We'll gladly have some guests on, but an opportunity to talk and to think and reflect. I downloaded mine and had it playing on the phone just to have a listen to it, and I thought, oh, maybe this is a way forward. Put it on in the background while doing some marking perhaps. Congratulations, as I say, we are a good network. Look at all those schools on that list that got a School Games 1920 award for their pre-lockdown commitment. Well done. Thank you for everything you did. and continue to do. All of those schools should now have had their digital badge and a certificate. If you haven't had it yet, please let me know and we'll get that to you. Further congratulations to the schools there who got the School Games Virtual Award. That was for your commitment during lockdown, for getting children through by hook or crook to enter, to get those parents and those key worker children to have a go at some of the activities. I was really proud of the school games. I thought we did a great job as a county of pulling together and getting something out at a time when there were no community clubs or there was no schools open, so we didn't have anywhere for any of our children, whether they're athletic or not, to have a go. So I was really pleased with. I think we got about 900, I think, nearly entries, and obviously that was just the ones that bothered to fill in the form. We're well aware that there were whole class bubbles of the key worker groups doing the activities, with maybe only the best one or two putting their scores in. So really pleased with that, and thank you to all the people listed there, all the schools listed there. Thank you for being a part of that and making it happen. Just on the Lincolnshire Virtual School Games, I'm just going to show you the highlights reel, and just while it's playing, just have a minute thinking about the opportunities that we've been able to create through this virtual world, and maybe just a chance to reflect and see if you can spot any familiar faces. There's certainly some children in there that we recognise. Welcome to the first ever Active Lincolnshire Virtual School Games. I am really proud that we were involved with that, and I'm proud of the number of entries that we got. It was a superb project. Let's not mention my daft lockdown haircut, but yeah, well done, and a massive thank you to everyone that supported it. I think this will probably be something that happens again, and hopefully we'll get even more entries and more engagement. But thank you, and well done to everybody. Okay, I'd just like to spend a minute just to talk about the Get Active Challenge. So one of the things we've been really keen to do since return to school is get the children active, get them moving again. Sport on a bit of a back burner. This was about trying to help with getting fewer cars around schools, getting the kids to be walking to school, cycling to school, scooting to school, whatever we could to just get that movement back and get that. We're all aware of the health benefits, so it was trying to get that across to the parents as an opportunity. We were inundated. Over 2,000, I think, different children had submitted something across all the different schools. So I'll just press play on. Good morning, guys. Just showing you the beautiful country lanes we've got. Perfect cycling. No cars hardly. Beautiful view, fields. Spot on. Have a really good day, folks. See you all soon. Now, obviously, we had a great time around the schools and seeing you all. Thank you for supporting us. It wasn't easy, it was hard work, but it was good, and we thought we could try and role model some of it and be out there and doing it. So I can reveal with you the results from all those schools that have got behind it and supported. Here's the top three. Rorsby, Billingham and Colby logging the most number of minutes, so congratulations to you three. A grand total of 200,000 plus minutes logged just through those 3.5 weeks. So well done there. And obviously, you know, someone like Colby, small school, might be thinking, oh, it's a bit We've done really well there. Absolutely have. If we look at what those minutes look like per student on roll, Nocton come out top, so just Pippin Colby, and then Ross being third. So well done to everybody that got involved and got their children to be that bit more active as part of our challenge. Next month is all around distance, so we are proud to be launching the Couch to Tokyo campaign. There'll be some information sent out to you very soon, and the distance from Cowes Grammar School to the Tokyo Arena for the Olympics is 5,855 miles. So this time we're not interested in minutes, we're looking at distance and recording distance. So again, if you can help us by promoting your schools, that would be great. We're looking at, again, active travel. Can we help to reduce that pollution, congestion, all those kind of things that are going on? Get the kids out of the cars, off the buses, off the trains, wherever possible, so that they can actively travel and get towards that 60 active minutes every day. Also coming up is Dan the Skipping Man has been working with us to create some skipping challenges. There is a rope discount offer available for you, and that link there will get you to the discount page. But if you can get your skipping ropes ready, after half term we're going to launch a Key Stage 1 and a Key Stage 2 skipping challenge. I'll give you a little preview here.
Welcome to the Lincolnshire Virtual School Games Dan the Skipping Man Challenge series, a series of gold, silver and bronze simple skill challenges to improve your skipping this term. Easy skills over different times dependent on whether you're Key Stage 1 or Key Stage 2, gradually building up those simple techniques to make you a better skipper. With each level and
I'll leave that there. I don't see the advert, do we? But obviously there's a Key Stage 1 and a Key Stage 2 launch. We've also got some extra progressive challenges which we'll bring out later on. But for now, get your ropes ready. Let's get those playgrounds active again. Let's get some kids skipping. Okay, so how will today work? Well, I'll just turn on the screen sharing and I'll share with you hopefully the agenda that you've had through email. Looks a bit like that. So the idea is that you're obviously here with number one, and I have, at the time of recording, I'm not quite sure how long this will be, so I'll update that bit. But there you go. There's the first bit, and then workshop one, part two of the agenda. I've just put together a long list of questions for you to listen to with hopefully a new outreach pen out of your goodie bag, and you can just make a couple of notes around a couple of ideas and thoughts and things, just to try and readdress and maybe refocus where we're at. I think at the moment the amount of pressure on everybody, it's important that we prioritize. So by doing a little bit of a very quick reflections activity, I'm hoping that will help you decide what to look for next. Your second workshop, then, we've obviously got this long list here, part 3 of the agenda. So have a think in workshop 1 what your key area would be, and then have a look through those different video clips there. The team have put those together, so things like see there, the outreach YouTube channel. Shannon is talking on there around how you could use that in your remote learning curriculum and showing you where things are, so that whether you want to use it in schools for wet weather or bubble lessons or whatever. So we've tried to give a few little ideas in there, but because it's there and it's live and the link, perhaps it's something you can save or share with other colleagues in school. So have a look through those. I'm not expecting everybody to watch everything, but just trying to get the priorities and work out which bits you need the most. I would just draw your attention to the events, which is workshop 2J, where Matt Strange has given us a bit of an update around what's coming up in term 2. So that would be typically where I would get the guy standing up and talking to you from the front at the conference. So we've kind of tried to recreate that through there. The fourth part of the agenda here, the breakout times, we've gone for 12:15 to 1 for most of the guys. Will Steed and Matt Strange both have slightly different availability due to some other commitments they've got. So the links there, you better just click on and it will open up a meeting. Look, if you look at Jack there, click control and click to follow. That'll open his meeting room at 12:15, and you'll be able to have a bit of a chat with him and the other people in your group of schools. If you don't have an active school coordinator assigned to your school, then obviously come and meet me by clicking here for Matt Evans. I'll be in that meeting room all day. So if questions come up at any point, you can just click on, ask me the question, and then go back, or I can signpost you to where I think we might be able to answer that. So really kind of chance to click and interact as and where you need it. But that breakout time for the groups there, just to give you that little bit of protected time with your active school coordinator. Point 5, the flexibility quiz. Just interested to see what knowledge you've got around flexibility and thinking about it. More on that in the flexibility 3F workshop. And then I wanted to try and make sure I'd got some action planning on there with some key things for you to think about. So obviously there is the P and Spot Premium Intentions for 2021. Thank you to everybody who's got their websites updated. There are 5-6 schools, I think, Jack will confirm that haven't yet published or haven't got it clearly published on their website what they did last year. The audit is taking place now as we speak. It's throughout October, and those schools that haven't got the information online for last year could be subject to that 5% sample that DFE was talking about a while ago. So really important that we celebrate what we did and we get ready. This template here is the same template. It's a blank one there. You might find it easier to adopt last year's and change some dates and some objectives and some statistics rather than starting again from scratch. There's also this register on the Girls Football in Schools website and signing the pledge. There's a baseline survey on there to do, inclusive health check on your school games. That's kind of the key things we need to make sure we've done, certainly within the next half term, so that we are geared up ready for things like school games mark, which I'll give you an update about in the not too distant future. Then just at the bottom, I've just added on there a few things that are coming up soon. You'll see the Couch to Tokyo will be coming out, the skipping and the gymnastics. So obviously have a click on the skipping, have a little look. There's a chance there to buy some ropes and get ready for when we push that out. And then just above, you'll see there CGS Outreach podcast. We've had a go. We thought we'd try something different, and we've had a 25-minute discussion there. And please have a listen, stick it on in the background, and see what you think. If there's certain topics you'd like us to discuss in the future, or you think it's a worthwhile way of communicating, then please let us know, and we'll put some content together. So that's the agenda for today. I hope it's useful. I hope you've got the time to work through it, as much or as little of it as you want. Please feel free to share with us, and at any point during the day, there's that yellow box there. Click on that and come and see me and have a chat. Let me know how you're doing. Hope that's useful. See you soon. In fact, I'll see you now. So just a seamless link there. Apologies. So that's kind of how the day will run. You've seen some of our successes so far with the Get Active challenge, obviously Tokyo challenge coming up. I hope you can find this day useful. I hope you can find the time to put into action, do some planning, watch some of the videos, get your head around what we need to do. Obviously, by the end of the day, some of those key things that need to be done around, like the PE premium, anticipated spends for the year, the girls football registration and why that's important, all those things, communicate with me, communicate with the ASCOs, hit on that yellow button on the agenda, and let's have a chat. But hopefully, if you can't do it today, hopefully we'll have it done over the next couple of days. But please keep in touch, let us know you're getting on. Hope the format works. Give us some feedback. Please email me, matthew.evans@cars.uk, and we can have a bit of a conversation around how this has gone, because this is all new to all of us. And if I don't see you before, I'll see you when you press that yellow button. Cheers all. Thank you.